In this week's Northwoods Adventure, Shane Lee heads to the Mille Lacs Indian Museum to learn how to traditionally process wild rice.
Cooking rice is pretty easy. Add water and heat. However, processing rice is slightly more complex. Demonstration at the Mille Lacs Indian Museum and Trading Post showed people the steps.
I'd like them to leave and say, oh, wow, I didn't know anybody can harvest rice. A lot of people think only Native Americans can do that. That's not true.
With the proper time and tools, one can start by harvesting rice with cedar knockers, which are less than 30 inches long and less than 1 pound in weight. Once gathered, the processing begins.
The first thing people typically do is lay the rice out on tarps. You kind of want to let it dry off in the sun, get rid of any excess moisture.
Once dried, the rice gets parched in a hot kettle, which makes the outer shell brittle and easy to break off. Next comes the toughest part, threshing the rice to separate the hulls from the grains. One must step on the rice with smooth-bottom shoes like moccasins.
The energy it takes that goes into, dancing on the rice and just separating the hulls, takes a lot of stamina.
The final step is winnowing the rice, where the rice is placed in a basket and tossed in the air to allow the shells to get blown away in the wind, leaving only the grains behind.
The drying process can take up to 2 hours, when the parching, threshing, and throwing takes about 30 minutes. And to most people, the extra work is well worth it.
They have more of a respect for how it's made and the production that goes into it. It always tasted great, but now I'm really thinking about having some wild rice soup because it's pretty cold out here.
If you need to warm up, you can always try threshing. Shane Lee, Lakeland News.
And if you're interested in learning more, the Mille Lacs Indian Museum and Trading Post will have free rice process demonstrations again this Saturday from noon until 3.
If you've enjoyed this segment of Lakeland News, please consider making a tax-deductible contribution to Lakeland Public Television.